Hey everybody, I'm here today to show you how to make a hole in a belt. As you can see right here, I have a belt and I want to add an additional hole right over here. You can see these are the standard holes in the belt and I want to add one more hole right here. So I'm going to show you an easy way to add a hole in a belt using only a drill and a few drill bits. Now, basically the process is relatively simple, but there are a few extra steps that I like to take to make sure that the hole looks good, feels good, and is lined up as nicely as possible. So first and foremost, you want to see roughly which size drill bit is going to fit the previous hole. So you want to look at the previous holes. Find a drill bit that's just going to go inside and just going to touch on the edges. When you turn it, it's going to literally brush on the edges. And in this case, it's this one right over here. This is the drill bit that touches on the edges. So what you want to do is you actually want to start off with a smaller drill bit, because if you just start with this one, it might, fray the material and it might look really bad in the end, or it might look quite bad in the end. So to get the best result, what you want to do is you want to start with a thinner drill bit, something like this, okay? Now what I like to do is I like to look at the belt, and you can use a measuring tape or a ruler if you want, but I like to just estimate roughly how far away the next hole will be. So I have these ones right here. Okay, so from here to here to here, I'm going to estimate that the new hole will be right here. I'm just going to use this drill bit to make a little mark on the belt. As you can see right there, hopefully you can see this on the camera, that mark right there is where I'm going to make the next hole. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the drill. So let's go ahead and put this in the drill. Okay, now that it's in the drill, I'm actually going to take the drill and I'm going to just drill through the belt. Now, obviously, you want to use a drill bit that is appropriate for drilling through this kind of material. So make sure that, you use one that's appropriate. This way it creates the best possible look. So I'm going to take the drill bit and I'm just going to drill right through, just like that. Okay, now that I've drilled through, I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of the excess. So I now have a small hole right there. And what I want to do next is I want to use another drill bit that is in between the first one that I used and the final one that I'm going to use. So I'm using another one. And this way, as you step up, what's going to happen is you're going to create a relatively clean hole. It's not going to be anything that's too dirty. And I would recommend, or too messy, I should say. And I would recommend that you always go nice and slowly through the belt. As you saw right there, I didn't just push the drill bit down and go right through it. I took my time. So I like to just take the drill bit, start off nice and easily, and then go down just like that. And then I always like to go in and out once or twice. So as you can see, all of the material is starting to come off right here. The hole is almost big enough, okay? And what we're going to do at the end is we're going to just go through the other side too. So right now I'm just going to drill through this side right over here. And that's going to make a nice clean hole. What I'm going to do lastly is I'm going to take this final size drill bit and I'm going to use this one. So let's take this final size drill bit and we're going to go ahead and use this one to actually drill the final hole just like that. So now that I have this drill bit on there, I'm going to go really slowly because this will hopefully be the final one that creates a hole of the final size. So I'm going to go relatively slowly, really slowly to make it through. Now try and go as level as possible, as straight as possible. So I'm going to go ahead, go nice and slowly through there. All right, and as you saw, I started slow with the drill speed and then I increased the speed. So what I'm going to do now, go to the other side, do the exact same thing. Start slow and then increase the speed. Now you saw right there that I kind of moved the belt up and down on the drill bit. And that's just going to clean it up. Now as you can see right here, I've created an additional hole in the belt. Now I made this one a little bit too high, but obviously if I could do it again, I would make sure that it's in line with them. So take your time and learn from my mistakes, and obviously don't, take your time and do it properly. I just wanted to do this for the purposes of this video, but take your time and do it properly and just clean it up as much as you can. Take the drill bit and just clean it up. What I like to do is I like to just put a little bit of extra pressure on the sides. As I'm putting the drill bit through the belt, I like to just push on the sides of the belt. This way it cleans up all of the excess leather. And that's basically it. As you can see, I've made an extra hole in the belt. It's relatively the same size. It's equally spaced. I could have done it just slightly lower, but I didn't. But learn from my mistakes and obviously make sure that it's really, really precise. Make a nice straight line with all of the holes. But that's basically it. And obviously you can use larger or smaller drill bits depending on the size of the holes in the belt. But this has been a very simple tutorial showing you how to add a hole in a belt, how to make a hole in a belt. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.